Hi friends, in this video we will talk about antitubercular drug. In the antitubercular drug, first we will discuss about causative agent of TB. TB is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. In the drug part, first we will see about drug classification. In the classification, there are two types of classification. First is first line drug and second is second line drug. In the first line drug, there are 5 drugs. First is isoanazide INH in the short H. Second is RIFAMPICIN. Third is PYRAZINAMIDE. Fourth is ETHAMBUTOL. 5 is STREPTOMYCIN. In the short, this is S, it E, Z and R. These 4 drugs are orally and streptomycin is injectable. In the second line drug, first is ethionamide, acetazone, cycloserine, kanamycin, streptomycin, amikacin, fluoroquinol. In the fluoroquinol, first is ofloxacin, moxifloxacin and levofloxacin. Linezolid, clithromycin, now we will discuss one by one. First is first line drug. In the first line drug, first drug is isoanazide. Nicotinic acid hydrazine. First we will see mechanism of action. Isoanazide inhibit mycolic acid synthesis and inhibit cell wall synthesis. What is mechanism of isoanazide? This is isoanazide drug. It enters into microorganism. In the microorganism, this isoanazide converted into the nicotinol radical. This radical react with NAD plus and NADP DP plus in the presence of This NAD and NAD plus combined with nicotinyl radical and form nicotinyl NAD adduct. This nicotinyl NAD reduct inhibit the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. Due to the inhibition of this enzyme, impair DNA synthesis or inhibit DNA synthesis. This nicotinyl NAD adduct also inhibit two genes. First gene is INHA and second is KAS gene. In the mutation of INH responsible for isoanazide plus ethionamide amide resistance. Mutation in INH gene. These two genes responsible for mycolic acid synthesis. This is mechanism of INH. After it, we will see pharmacokinetics. INH is mainly enzyme inducer. Metabolite in the liver by acetylation. There are two types of acetylation. Acetylation are two types. First is slow. This is 60 to 70%. And second is fast. This is 30 to 40%. The compound aluminum hydroxide is inhibit the isoanazide absorption. Now we will discuss about adverse drug reaction or side effect. In the adverse drug reaction, first important side effect is hepatotoxicity. Second is drug induced erythematous lapse DEL. Third is peripheral neuritis. Treatment of peripheral neuritis is pyridoxine. Fourth, the INH also inhibit cytochrome P450 enzyme and monoamino oxidase enzyme. Fourth is shoulder hand syndrome. Sixth is gynecomastia. This is adverse effect. special point about INH. First is it acts on extracellular and intracellular organisms. Eliminate by bile. Mainly act on rapidly growing bacteria या organism. INS toxicity. INS toxicity. In the INS toxicity, three important clinical symptoms. First is metabolic acidosis. Second is coma. Third is seizure. The treatment of INH toxicity is pyridoxine. Second drug is RIFAMPICIN. RIFAMPICIN. RIFAMPICIN it is derived from RIFAMICIN. It is bactericidal. Act on both intracellular and extracellular organisms. Now, mechanism of action. In the mechanism of action, this RIFAMPICIN inhibit the DNA dependent RNA polymerase. This is important. Inhibit DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Pharmacokinetics. The bioavailability is 70% bioavailability. Food decrease absorption. Mainly enzyme inducer. It undergoes enterohepatic circulation. It crosses placental barrier or blood-brain barrier. It is also act against leprosy. Also used in leprosy. Side effect or ADR. First is hepatitis or hepatotoxic. It causes proteinuria. Hyperbilirubinemia. Fourth is cutaneous flushing, flu-like syndrome, redness, respiratory syndrome, other usage of rifampicin. This is also important. First is leprosy. Second is prophylaxis of meningococcal infection. Third is MRSA or leningiola. Infection. It is also a enzyme inducer. Third drug is pyrazinamide. It is also bactericidal. Most active against slowly replicating bacteria. It have best sterilizing activity. It is a best sterilizing activity. It acts only intracellular mycobacteria. Only act on intracellular mycobacteria. Now we will discuss about mechanism of action. The pyrazinamide it get converted into the pyrazinoic acid. This acid accumulate in acidic pH or inhibit mycolic acid synthesis. Pharmacokinetics. Penetrate CSF adverse effect of pyrazinamide ADR. Very important adverse effect is hyperuricemia. So it should not give combined with any hyperuricemic drug. Hepatic dysfunction, porphyria, photosensitive, fourth drug is ETHAMBUTOL. This is bacteriostatic. In the previous three drugs are all bactericidal, but this drug is bacteriostatic. Mechanism of action: inhibit the synthesis of arabinogalactone due to inhibition of arabinosyl transferase enzyme. ADR, adverse drug reaction, is most important adverse drug reaction is optical neuritis. In the optical neuritis, visual disturbance, decreased visual activity, it is also cause hyperuricemia. Fifth drug is streptomycin. Not absorbed orally, so it is given by injectable. Poor plasma protein binding. Its half-life is prolong in renal failure. Act only against extracellular organism. This drug not cause hepatotoxicity. Next important point is it is contraindicated in pregnancy. This is all about first line drug of antitubercular drug. Thank you guys for watching video.